If you're in the market for a retractable garden hose reel, today I'll be unboxing one made by Vego Garden. Hello, my name is Brian, and I want to first thank Vego Garden for sending this over for us to unbox and install in our garden. I do a lot of hand watering, and a retractable garden hose reel is something that I've been very curious about, especially its convenience. I move about the garden, and sometimes that garden hose can snag on something, or just having to wind it back up to get it out of the way so I don't trip over it is something that takes a little bit of time. So with a retractable unit, I hope to be able to water more plants more efficiently and then get on to do something else in the garden. So without further ado, let's get into it. It's kind of a heavy box, so I'm going to set it on the ground so that way I can bring it up and show you what it looks like. This is the 100-foot version of the hose reel. They have, Vego Garden has one that is 130 feet, and at the time of this video, they are the same price. I was given the option to pick between the two, and I think for us, the 100 foot is going to be sufficient. I was concerned about the extra weight on the 130-foot version, so if you're concerned about weight just as I am, and you don't have a long run to be considering, then maybe the 100-foot would be the ideal. And in some cases, you're probably going to need that extra 30 feet if you have a longer run that you have to consider. So we got in here the hose reel specification and manual. This is the box, what looks like the box of accessories. So it comes with the garden hose nozzle, and then this looks to be another nozzle as well, and then it sounds like these are screws. Let's just open them up so you can see. So you have the screws for mounting the mount onto your house, on the side of your house, or a post. Let's close that up, and then let's get into, I'm going to set this on the side over here because we're going to try to set the unit up here on top. It comes in 3 color choices. I picked the Tidepool blue, and this color looks a little bit like a finished metallic aluminum, very modern color. Let's see if there are hoses that we need to pull out before we get the unit out. So the unit has the hose lead attached to it. Let's bring it up. Okay. And let's see. It kind of balances on there. What else do we have? These are more accessories down in this bag. You got the quick connect accessories, more shut-off valves. Let me show you the other one, because in case you're curious. So you have these quick connect valves for your hoses, and these things snap in place like this. Well, this one on this side here, you pull this back, and they snap in. These types of quick connect valves are something that I'm very familiar with and use in the garden. Because I change out different nozzles when I do the hand watering. So these are very useful. And then there's another set of the valves for you to connect different hoses to. And then the last item would be the mount. So let's move this box out of the way. So this is the mount for the wall, or a post. In most cases, a post. You can get a 4x4 post and mount it. That will be ideal, because then you don't have to worry about finding a stud on the side of your house. And then let's take this plastic off. The main star of the show here, the hose reel. And it is right now upside down. So it has this mount here, and it is a swivel mount, so you can, once it's mounted, it swivels, And I ordered a post, a steel post from Vego Garden that will allow us to articulate this unit up to essentially 360 degrees. So we're gonna install that post with a mount like this. The articulation is limited to about 90 degrees. So it goes like this, and it will come, the unit will actually 80 degrees, 180 degrees, I'm sorry. So you can mount it onto here and it'll swivel up to 180 degrees. With that steel post, you can go 360 degrees. And in our setup, I feel like we're gonna need that 360 degrees. And I'm gonna have a separate video where I install it and show you. So that's coming, and I'm guessing maybe in about a week I can put that video up for you. Let's right side up this unit. And it sits flat. So here's the retractable hose. It's got the stopper already attached, so you don't have to worry about having to install it. And the box right off the top says guide the hose reel back. So don't just pull it and just let it fly, because it might fling around, and this can hurt somebody, or the hose end can hurt somebody. Let's test it out. And it automatically stops where you need it. That's pretty cool. And then let's pull it back a little bit and guide it back in. It's got a good amount of torque. So once you pull it out, it torques it nicely. And to retract it, so very cool. It's got this handle for you to grab onto and swivel. And this is a hose lead here. It comes with a hose lead. You attach it to your hose bib, garden hose bib. And that's pretty much it on this unit. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to mount it and give it a test run. And for me, I'm gonna mimic the professional garden centers and actually mount it pretty high so I can swivel it 360 degrees and get more areas in our garden, because we have our growing areas kind of spaced out because of the way the sun hits our garden. It's got to be spaced out for the sun, and as a result, we have different areas that we have to cover, so that swiveling is going to be super convenient to have. We can probably reduce the number of hoses that we run, because we run at least 2 hoses for our garden, one from this direction, one from that direction. And if we can have this unit just cover both and not have to worry about picking up hoses off the lawn to mow or to not trip on them, it's going to be super convenient to have. So thank you, Vego Garden, for sending this over. And if you have any questions for me about this unit, feel free to ask in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them. As I use this more, I'm going to have better answers. So if this video is a little bit older and you're watching this, give a question and I'll try to answer my best. Thank you for watching this unboxing video, and thank you, Vego Garden, for sending over this 100-foot retractable hose reel in Tidal Blue.